There we go. Pretty simplistic. Alright, we got that Mystic Art done. Yeah, get Velvet up. It's over, Aifread. It's about to be over. I hate the sounds he makes. Make it stop. I'm not a fan. Oh, I lost the stun. Not the rib burst again. Velvet, help me out. Nice. You're dead.
End of the road.
Taking hostages now.
I'm sorry. Just forget about me. I'm prepared for whatever happens.
All right. You've grown. You're a man now. Family, friends, everything I ever tried to hold on to, all of it trickled away, fell from my grasp. But a certain idiot once told me, if you can't hold something in your hand, then make a fist and take it by force. This fist will take everything back. Just like you told me to!
I know this fist. It's you. Sorry. Caused you a lot of trouble, didn't I?
Don't worry about it. We're friends, right?
Aifread! A demon changed back into a human?
Forget it. It's too late.
I'm sorry. If I only knew how to use my power.
Stop crying. Didn't you say you were prepared for anything?
But Eisen, you were searching for Aifread for so long.
You're still as soft as you ever were. Boy, I'll let you in on little secrets. Your power comes from being part of Innominat. Which means, if you can seal off his domain, you actually got a chance of putting up a good fight.
Seal off his domain?
The 4 elemental Empyreans sleeping in the earth pulses. If you can rouse them from their slumber. Hurry, while Artorias and Innominat are occupied. They're getting ready for some ceremony of suppression. It's now or never, kid.
Thank you, Aifread.
I'm just sad I can't go with you. It sounds like a goddamn blast.
I won't apologize.
You shouldn't. I'm grateful. You always kept things from getting dull. If we ever meet again, let's raise some hell. Eisen.
Yeah, we will. See you, Aifread. I owe you one, Zavid.
We had a chance to bring him back, but you went and killed him. Next time I see you, we'll settle the score between me and your creed.
See you around, Zavid.
Man, this game is making me feel things. Ooh, the bottomless Denor, that's amazing. So we don't need any more Denor and enough bottles. This is basically infinite Denor bottles, which is great. Meaning leaving dungeons is a lot easier.
So, we need to wake the 4 elemental Empyreans? But how do we do it? Dunno. Maybe you tickle their divine footsies with a feather until they...
You're back!
And you're looking better.
Somehow. But what happened to that demon?
We killed him. Benwick. He...
Let me tell him. The rest of you, find Grimoire and ask her about the 4 Empyreans.
Eisen.
Are you sure?
Do it. He gave us this chance. We can't waste it.
Okay.
Ooh, cooking level. Princess Story Collections. Okay. Interesting. So, honestly, I just want to, like, spam this. I'm gonna do this for a bit, chat. Get some levels. I want to get ever closer to level 20 cooking level. Yo, level up. Nice. Fried albatross. We have lots of this. We'll do this to level 18, then I'll save it for later. That should be enough.
Resurrect the elemental Empyreans. True. If we do that, we might be able to suppress Inominat's domain.
It may even liberate the minds of the Malakim that Inominat has under his control.
I'm sure some will no longer obey their exorcists.
Good. We'll take a big bite out of their forces.
More importantly, Inominat will lose the ability to enhance the resonance of his exorcists. Most exorcists will no longer even be able to perceive Malakim at all, just like before. Of course, anyone as innately gifted as me is another story.
Will I... become unable to see Laphicet?
We won't know until we try.
Eleanor...
Then let's give it a shot. I'll accept whatever happens.
But these elemental Empyreans, they're gods, right? You sure it's okay to disturb their beauty sleep?
They control the 4 elements. Waking them is likely to upset the balance of the world quite a bit.
I'll take that as a no then.
We don't even know how to revive them. At worst.
If it's anything like the opening, then we need to offer a sacrifice at the Earth Pulse on a scarlet night.
We have to kill someone?
The act of killing is not essential to the ceremony. All that's needed is a soul free of malevolence.
If that's true, then doesn't Velvet already have a whole belly full of them?
The exorcists I devoured.
It's perfect! You're a Therian. You're capable of releasing the power you absorb. The souls of the high-ranking exorcists you ate should do nicely.
Use Oscar and Teresa's souls to resurrect the Empyreans? It's worth a try at least. When's the next Scarlet Night? 3 years after the Advent. In other words, soon.
Do we have enough time? The 4 Empyreans are asleep in different places, right?
Correct. 4 Earth Pulses for 4 Empyreans. But if you use a life pool, you may be able to awaken all 4 at the same time.
A life pool?
Earth Pulses normally flow horizontally, but in exceptionally rare cases, they can flow vertically. This causes energy to collect at the Earth Pulse's base, forming a life pool. Though sometimes the energy flows the other way, upward, into what's called a life spring.
Oh, so if we make use of one of these life pools, a single sacrifice could reach all 4 Empyreans.
Where are they? There's a life pool in the northern reaches of Midgand, but I heard a large temple was built over it recently.
That's the Empyrean throne! We can't go there, it's Inominat's home base!
Ah, most unfortunate.
Couldn't we use a life spring? It all connects to the same place, right? We'll have to go against its flow, but...
We'll force the soul right down its throat.
Where's the nearest life spring?
Our best bet would be Mount Killerhouse.
Eisen?
I'm fine. What's done is done.
Killerhouse? That's the volcano on the northernmost tip of Northgand, but it's a hellscape of ice and lava!
Naturally. Killerhouse is the most powerful life spring there is.
So, in short, we shove the souls of the exorcists into the molten core of that volcano.
That should awaken the 4 elemental Empyreans. Together, they will seal off Inominat's domain. It's just a theory, but...
It's one I'll put my money on.
Me too.
Then we're off to Northgand. Mount Killerhouse is north of Helives.
Velvet better win Master Chef after this. I read that comment before. There's been a ton of cutscenes I didn't get to respond. You're telling me. It will be scammed if Velvet does not get her achievement. But anyway, chat, the game is really almost done. To sum it up, actually, we're not going to Mount Killerhouse right now. They say that's our goal, but we have a little other side track to go. Act 3 is really short. I really think Act 1 is longer. Act 3 is really just like closing out the character arcs and getting the Empyreans and then going to face off Nominat and Notorious. Awakening the elemental Empyreans by injecting exorcist souls into Mount Killerhouse as a plan, it's sheer lunacy. But we have no other weapons with which to fight Nominat. I have never done something so ridiculous, actually rather thrilling. The story may be almost done, but we still have a good, like, I don't know, 2 streams maybe? 3? I would say 3. Because we still have post-game and side quests and mini-games to do.
The ship's ready.
We don't have a problem. If you've got a grudge, we can settle it here and now.
Huh? Why would we have a grudge against you guys? The first mate fought like the first mate. The captain died like the captain, right?
I suppose.
Then no swabby here can blame you for what happened. We're Aifread's pirates, and don't forget it. We're not so pathetic that we need pity from some Lord of Calamity.
All right. The ship's in your hands.
Aye aye. You can count on us.
I did not expect that to be voice acting, hence why I skipped Benwick's first line. I apologize. We're ready as ever. Sorry, but it'll take a little more than that to break Aifread's crew. Come out, it's time. Come on, it's time for action. Sitting around and taking it against our creed. I'm sad it's almost done. Honestly, me too. This game is great. This is like one of my... This is honestly, it's in my top 10. This is like one of my favorite games of all time. It's so good. I mean, we are nearing the end, but we're like... Once the main story's finished, we still have a good amount to do, which will take at least like probably 2 streams maybe. Depending if I go for like 5 hours or not, but... We still have a good amount to do after the main story, so it's not super close. There's still going to be a good amount of content. We are going to have this game done before February, though. Like, that's guaranteed. Let's move Captain's Creed's with us as long as the Von Altia still exists. Alright. So, we're going to Helives. However, they're going to sidetrack us.
I see. Orichalcum or not, Stormquell snapped like a twig.
I'm afraid so. It was Inominat who did it. But I think Shigure could have done the same.
So hardness alone isn't enough.
Wait, I think I missed a skit. Did I watch... I feel like I missed a skit. Chat, I'm gonna skip this really quick. I think I missed a skit. I think I just saved, didn't I? Please say I just saved after Aifread. 7:15, yeah, I did, thank goodness. I could be paranoid, I could be wrong, but I think I missed a skit. Yeah, I did, Death of the Captain, thank goodness. I was too busy talking with chat that I missed this skit. It's a good thing I just saved, because if I didn't, then I would have had to do the Aifread fight again. Probably even more than that, honestly. I don't remember when I saved. It's top 10 games I like. That's a really surprising statement to claim for a game you haven't played. Not saying that watching a game isn't enough, but me personally, if I watch someone play a game, I have to play the game itself. That's fair, you know, saying you like it for characters, but that's really good, though. That must mean you really are enjoying the characters to say that carries the game on its own. I like everything about this game. I like the characters, the story's really, really investing and interesting. The story's really good, the lore is nice, world building's good, combat is fun. Combat's amazing. It's not the best Tales of gameplay, but it's amazing. Combat's still really, really fun. But, very good. Alright, let's watch the skit.
The Von Eltia looks the same as ever. But it feels utterly different, doesn't it?
Yeah. Even Benwick looked like he'd been crying.
I can imagine. But if we let ourselves despair now, we'd be a disgrace to Aifread's creed.
We have to swallow our anger and grief, and sail on.
Right. Following a creed isn't always pleasant. We must do what we must.
I won't allow the Abbey to do things like this.
Destroying someone like that, turning them into a puppet, it's unconscionable.
Still, a heart can never be fully bridled. It can be shattered, but never erased entirely.
Aifread proved that.
Right. His body is gone, but he lives on through his crew. Magilu is right. What lives in one's heart can never be erased. Yeah, the heart is eternal.
A heart is eternal, I agree. I almost missed that skit. Thank goodness I noticed it. Because I remember seeing it in the bottom, but then I started talking with chat, and I was like, yeah, I forgot I didn't watch it.
I see. Orichalcum or not, Stormquell snapped like a twig.
I'm afraid so. It was Innominat who did it. But I think Shigure could have done the same.
So hardness alone isn't enough. Forgive me. I thought I had found clarity, but it was only foolish pride.
You should be proud. You are, without a doubt, the greatest swordsmith in the world. I'm looking forward to your next blade.
Even now, you would still place your trust in me?
Of course. Is there any other swordsmith who could craft a blade out of orichalcum? You're a master of your art, a visionary who spent centuries working to forge a blade of legend. I'm honored to know you.
I don't know what to say.
Unless, of course, you've given up on making a sword to surpass Stormhowl.
Does this look like the face of a man who's given up?
Not in the least.
We're making good time.
The only problem is that ceremony that Artorias was going on about. We don't know how long it'll take.
Aifread said they called it the Ceremony of Suppression. Most likely, it's how Innominat plans to release his power.
Most likely. He hasn't absorbed Laphicet in your despair, so Innominat should still be incomplete. But if his powers fully awaken...
Humanity will be robbed of their free will.
I can hear them celebrating now. The uglinesses of the human soul are suppressed. And the world is free of malevolence! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Robbing humanity of its will. They'll be like I once was. Something's coming!
Oh, anime cutscene. Haven't had one of these in a while. This is connected to Zestiria. It's 1,000 years. It's an 1,000-year prequel to Zestiria. Oh, that must be the suppression.
Hey, please guys, let's not fight!